Day 11 of the Basho, and straight into our first bout of this top division, the Makuuchi division. And it's Hamanoshima against Asanowaka. Hamanoshima with 4 wins, Asanowaka with 7 wins. So Asanowaka that's a change from in, barely rose up from the start, just looking for a slap against Hamanoshima as he came out. Strange really how Asanowaka's ability goes up and down. He had a long run of very bad bashos, and he was dropping lower and lower. In fact, at my gasha of 14, he's pretty close to demotion down to the Juryo division. But suddenly, he's turning in a good performance. That's 8th win there. So that'll certainly keep him away from demotion. And here, Kyokutenho against Tamarikido. Tamarikido, newcomer, previously fought in the Juryo division from the Kotonami stable. Said the other day that his parents have never seen him do judo. He's fairly light, never seen him do sumo. He's a fairly lightweight wrestler, near 138 kilos. Well, slightly unusual one there from Tamarikido. That was an utchari. That's that move where your heels are on the edge and you're being pushed backwards, and you just hoist the other opponent up, twist and dump them outside before you drop. So an utchari win there by Tamarikido over Kyokutenho. Well, Kyokutenho had 8 wins, now got 3 losses as well, and that was the 6th win for Tamarikido. Let's watch that lift. And there he is hovering on the edge, and then it looks as though he's going to lose, and he just manages to lift him up on his toes and over and down to touch down before he did. So 6th win there with utchari. Takatoriki against Kotoryu. These two have had 8 head-to-heads. Each has won 4 times. So Takatoriki moving backwards as he slaps, and now moving forward. Specialist at these slaps. Says he tries to make them look like, tried to make them like uppercuts. Comes up and under, aims for the chin if he can. And here been driven hard by Kotoryu. And that's it. Takatoriki driven over the edge despite the slaps. Not quite the vigor that he used to have. Well, he's 33 years old. He's getting on a bit, really, for this top division. 30 is the watershed mark. 7th win there for Kotoryu. He's doing quite well. 5th loss for Takatoriki. Asashoryu from Mongolia. This, apart from his Mongolian sumo experience, was also a national judo champion in Mongolia, middle school champion. But there, Chiyotenzan sent him flying with that push. Oshidashi there sent him well off the ring and into the spectators. 5th win for Chiyotenzan. 4th loss for Asashoryu, who, despite his debut in this Makuuchi division, is doing very well. He's got 7 wins already. Tochinohana against Tokitsuumi. Tokitsuumi's secret apparently is vegetable juice. Drinks lots of it every day. Maybe that's where he gets his strength from. He's spun Tochinohana over there beautifully with that scoop throw, the sukuinage. And that levels up their personal battles. They've fought each other twice now. Each has won once. And that was the 6th win for Tokitsuumi. Tochinohana has already got 8 losses. And Makikoshi. Tosanoumi, otherwise known as Toshio, fights Kaiho. Kaiho there comes up and tries to sidestep Tosanoumi's charge, but couldn't keep it going. Gets pulled down by Tosanoumi in the opening seconds. So it's 5th win for Tosanoumi. See the injuries, see that scraped right arm of his and the heavily bandaged elbow. Very fast and furious sumo. It's on a hard surface. When they go down, they hurt themselves. And it's hard on the feet as well. Takes the skin off. And then, of course, the start of sumo is where they crash into each other or crash in the head. So it's a rough game. They do pick up a lot of injuries. Here, Tochisakae against Higonoumi. Not quite a head-banging start there, but not far off it. And Higonoumi almost got round the back, but then followed up with a throat thrust to Tochisakae and drove him over the edge. So that was the 8th loss, and Makikoshi for Tochisakae. Higonoumi's 5th win. Young Mountain, Wakanoyama, that's what his name means, fights Tochinonada, which means the Straits of Tochi. Names don't always mean anything. Quite often the component of the name will just be an indication of what stable he comes from. Most of the wrestlers from the same stable will often have that part in their name. So nice furious bout here, not exactly going for the upper body, the face or the throat, just pushing to the chest, but neither looking for the... well, that was interesting there, because Wakanoyama got hold of Tochinonada's injured arm, and there you can see the bandage one, and he was applying all the pressure he could on it in that kotenage throw. So they don't spare the injuries. If they see an injury, they go for it. Although he didn't actually win with that throw, he finished it off with the oshidashi. But 7th win there for Wakanoyama, which is one better than he did last time. His last basho was 6 wins. Takanowaka, well, he's Komusubi rank, but he's got 8 losses so far, so he'll certainly drop down to the Maegashira ranks again. Here against Takanonami, who will also drop down the Maegashira ranks again by the look of it. Whoa, that's touch and go there. Takanonami looked as if he was going to bring the throw off on the end there, but Takanowaka just managed to hang on. That's his 3rd win. 7th loss for Takanonami. So Takanonami at Maegashira 1 will probably drop down, unless he starts winning from now on, of course. But his form indicates that it's going to be touch and go. He'll drop down a couple of ranks in the Maegashira rankings. Incidentally, an old favourite of sumo, Terao, is doing very well in the Juryo division, and there's every chance that he'll be back up in the Makuuchi division next time out, so we look forward to seeing him again. Next, Kotonowaka fights Wakanosato. Kotonowaka on the right there with the black mawashi, taller of the two, with the bandaged up left knee. That's his 7th loss, and 7th win for Wakanosato. Kaiho from Kyushu. Of course, we're not this bout, this match, this basho is in Tokyo. You get more support when it's in Fukuoka. Here fighting Akinoshima, these two have fought 29 times. Kaiho's won 24 of them. Kaiho there absorbs Akinoshima's low charge. Akinoshima head low, and Kaiho keeps the head low and sends him out from behind with a okuridashi. So that's 25th win for Kaiho over Akinoshima. Kaiho looking good again this tournament. Just one step behind the two Yokozuna. Certainly in with a chance to take the Emperor's Cup. Tsuchiotoshi at 146 kilos, not too heavy. He's about 10 kilos lighter than the average in this division. Miyabiyama, 3rd heaviest at 179, 180 kilos. These two have fought 8 times. Miyabiyama's won 5 of them. So slight advantage to Miyabiyama there, but he's not doing too well this tournament. He's got 4 losses already. And Tochisakae is a very skillful fighter. Stays in close, pushes at just the right angle into Miyabiyama's lower chest and sends him out with oshidashi. So that's Tochisakae there has beaten all the 3 Ozeki of the Musashigawa stable, so no doubt the Japanese sumo presser would be calling him the Musashigawa Killer. So 7th win there for Tochisakae, 5th loss for Miyabiyama. So Miyabiyama there comes out, starts to use his long arms, but Tochisakae staying in close, pushing the elbows up. You can see as Miyabiyama tries to push high up on Tochisakae's chest, Tochisakae's pushing those arms up, and then once he gets in, keeps his head low, pushes into the body and drives him out. 2 wrestlers now, both from the same university sumo club. It's the great breeding ground of amateur sumo, and now for pro sumo. Almost 1/3 of all these top division wrestlers are ex-amateurs. Dejima here against Tamakasuga, both from Chuo University Sumo Club in their student days, and that was a slap-down win there, a takikomi win from Dejima. Well, Dejima's got a 6th win there. He's got 5 losses, but not doing at all well. And that was the 7th loss for Tamakasuga. Takanohana's name is called out, climbs up onto the sacred dohyo. There are sacred items buried in the middle of that ring. The basho starts with purification ritual, dohyo matsuri, where the ring is blessed. They pray for no injuries and a good basho. There you see Musoyama receiving water, the chikara mizu, the power water. It's quite an elaborate ritual at the start of these bouts, which we don't always show. It takes, whereas a bout might take 10 seconds, the rituals take 4 minutes. So there's Takanohana settling down. They do the leg stamping at the side, they do the squatting down, the hand clapping, they throw the salt, then eventually they settle down for the final charge, and that's it. And then it's Takanohana not yielding at all, just staying in the centre of the ring there. Musoyama not getting through at all. Takanohana with his grip on the belt, that's the power grip. Powering forward, look at the strength of Takanohana. He's certainly back to his old form there. He's handling Musoyama, who's a good deal heavier, some 20 kilos heavier than he is, and still driving forward. Musoyama just about hanging on in there, but Takanohana finishes it. Drives him over at a slight angle from the side. 11 straight wins for Takanohana. This is what Japan's been waiting for, the return of their hero. They've probably seen enough of these Hawaiian sumo men winning the cup. They want their own lad to win, and Takanohana's showing that he can do it again. It's been over 2 years since he last won a basho. Let's watch that one again. Low start by Takanohana. Didn't look as though he was watching Musoyama particularly. But this is where the stickiness of his fight becomes apparent. He just stays close. Nebari, they call it. Staying close to the opponent, fighting all the way. You see all the way they try and tie each other's arms up on the inside. Stop the push or the grip. So here's gripping Musoyama, gripping Takanohana's fingers there. Takanohana, though, gets the outside fold of the belt. Pushes and pulls, slightly sideways on, and that's a powerful position for the grand champion to be in. And then he keeps up the side, little nudge behind the knee, and that sends Musoyama over the edge. Now this is an interesting one. Koromitsuki against Musashi Maru. Koromitsuki beat Musashi Maru the last basho, and Musashi Maru is almost certainly out for revenge. Grand champions don't like getting beaten by newcomers in the Makuuchi division. Well, he looks purposeful there, does Musashi Maru. No doubt we can see some violent moves from the Yokozuna. Let's see how he's going to play it. So full start there from Koromitsuki. Obviously nervous to get across that space between them. Musashi Maru slightly back from the start line. Absorbs Koromitsuki's shot. Now he's locking round the arm. He's got a real arm breaker there, and that's it. Musashi Maru there showing Koromitsuki what it's all about. One arm wrapped round Koromitsuki's arm. Started to put a lock on, although there's no submissions from locks in sumo, and then just bundled him out. So 11th straight win for Musashi Maru, up along with Takanohana. So there's the two of them at the end of day 11 with 11 straight wins apiece, the two Yokozuna.